Welcome to the Boston's Big Four podcast. Cast. New news about music and sports every week, sometimes.
All right, we're back. Episode 70 of Boston's Big Podcast. We have a duo with us, Savageland. We got Ghost of the Machine, Weapon E.S.P. Welcome
What's
aboard.
good?
How you doing?
Thank you
Peace.
for joining.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, thank you for having us, yo.
Absolutely. It's been a long time coming. We've been wanting to get you on for a while. You guys obviously, you put out your album back in April, Savageland. How long has this been in the works? When did you guys start working together, and when did you decide to put a project together?
What do you think, Ghost? You think that was like August of 2019? Maybe we started. Maybe a little bit. July maybe is the earliest.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely August, man.
Probably August, but it was like we really got serious on it in like September, October, and started getting more serious about it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird. Before we even dropped it, all the crazy stuff was going on. You know what I mean? And then it got even crazier after we dropped it. So
Right.
Yeah, and I was gonna say the theme of kind of like the whole album is just chaos and like that everything's gone to shit. And like you would put that this was conceived before everything right now had been going on. So it's just kind of funny how like the world.
Yo, Weapon. We should fucking open up we should be like Ed and Marie Warren. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
We should fucking Lorraine Warren.
Yeah. Dude, those you could definitely get out there and start predicting crazy apocalyptic things.
Yo, Pete. Yo, Donald Trump's gonna die in 3 days. COVID-19. Bang. I said it.
Spoken. It's in 3 days
All
from
right,
the release
we'll
of
see.
this episode.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
You're president.
It's gonna be big news, and we're gonna have it
I guess
first.
so.
That's kind of a sick story. Let's do it.
So, how long have you guys known each other? When did you start working together?
I think I met Ghost 2014.
Okay.
Maybe. But we didn't work together right in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was more of like a competitive thing. I looked at him as like a competitor that was like
yo, who the fuck is this motherfucker, man? Excuse my language, we curse. Like, look at this motherfucker thinking he's all good and shit. You know what I mean?
But then we eventually did a song. We did a track called Messiah Complex for Ghost. Was it first Heroes for Hire? I think it was Ghost.
Affirmative. Yep.
First Hero for Hire with DJ Proof. We did that track, and it was just real good chemistry. It came across real good. Everyone loved the track.
Yeah.
So it was always kind of in the back of our mind that we would connect and do something together, and all the pieces came together at the right time last year. So.
Word. So the first single off the album, you got ST Knack.
Yeah.
Feature, right?
Yeah.
How'd that connection come about? And talk about a little bit about what he's done, not just recently, but in the last decade or so.
Yeah. Well, I met SD probably around the same time I met Ghost, around 2014.
Yeah.
Going to all rec shop events and stuff like that. I would see him in the ciphers, whether it was in the Subway cipher or it was at the Opus or whatever. I got real familiar with SD. And it was always going to be like eventually we'd do a track, you know what I mean? And it was just, I felt like the right vibe, that track, that beat that I had for him. And I was like, you know what? We don't really need a lot of features on this project. I just kind of want to get ST Knack. Like, he's like the local, ridiculous MC.
Right.
Who's killing it. And it's a good time. Let's get him going. And right beforehand, I actually did a song with SD. He invited me over to the Mini Mansion, and I did a track for the Mini Mansion Volume 4 Dust.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, yo, get on this track with me. And it worked out great. Killed it. So it was awesome, man. It was a good experience. I always wanted to have him on the track. I felt like that was the right track. You know what I mean? So it worked out perfect.
Absolutely.
Yo, I'm trying to go to the Mini Mansion. So I guess ESP was the guinea pig. He came back all right. You know what I mean? You left the Mini Mansion safe and sound and shit. So but yeah, man, I got a high level of respect for ST, man. He's such a dope dude in general, and he's just a dope MC. My daughter's a part of this meeting. I can't say anything without her saying something. Can you please watch home?
No worries. We love any guest.
It's all good. But that's dope. That's dope. That I was excited to see that you guys got him on a track because obviously, I've been a fan of ESP. I found out about you probably 4 years ago when I was writing an article on New England hip hop, and then I hit up Eastman and asked him if there were any artists that I should know about that I didn't know about yet, and he mentioned you, and then I ended up putting you in the article, and then I discovered Ghost through you, and then the project is fire, and I was so happy to see that you guys got ST-Knack on there because he's been doing amazing things lately, and I think it's a dope collaboration. It came out great too.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, no doubt. ST-Knack, man, he's pushing mass forward in another way. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Motivation, bro. Motivation.
It's crazy, man. He's definitely been an inspiration and motivation to us for sure.
Word. So your track Seventh Trumpet was played by DJ Premier, correct?
Yeah, man, that's wild. A dream come true, you know. And it was
that must have been amazing.
Too. It was unexpected because it wasn't a single. We weren't pushing it as a single.
Right.
So for him to play that track, and the track has a lot of like meaning to it too. What we were talking about is like, really important stuff. So for him to play that track means he must have at least, or whoever, I don't know if he listened to it or whoever listened to it was like listening to the whole album. You know what I mean? So that was really dope to us.
Yeah, sure. That's awesome.
Definitely, man. It was a dream come true. I couldn't. If there's anybody I ever want to listen to my music or spin my music, it was DJ Premier. So
yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, when you talk about the greatest producers, he's either, if he's not the best, he's one of them. So
it's usually like him and Dre, people will say. You know
right,
what I mean?
Exactly.
It's kind of crazy seeing like, who our music touches. You feel me? Like when we were making this shit, like we didn't think it was like, I mean, we were just making it. You know what I mean? We were having fun doing it. But, the type of impact it's had, it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, it was just kind of surreal almost. Like, man, that's dope.
You guys have gotten a lot of press, too. I've seen a lot of write-ups, a lot of articles. That must be a good feeling just to know that, you're catching the ear of people who, their job is to cover music. So.
And I mean, we can't stop there though. You know what I mean? We're always talking about like the next thing. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking about, I don't think ESP fucks with the idea, but I was thinking about having a Savageland panty line. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm dead ass. You know what I mean? Like, like fucking chinchilla handcuffs and shit. You know what I mean? Like for the ladies, you feel me? But
there's a market.
We always.
That's all I'm saying.
Right, I like that. I like that.
We're always looking forward. See, you know what I mean? Yep. Valentine's Day be crazy.
That's good marketing right there.
You got to push the outside the box. You know what I mean?
Literally, got to keep pushing the envelope.
Nah, but what he's saying though is like we can't stop now. Like we got to strike while the iron's hot because
absolutely.
Savageland, but it's so ridiculous how much stuff people have to release nowadays just to stay relevant.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, like how the game has changed with social media and everything. You got to keep putting stuff out and got to keep people's attention.
That if you're not making a project, you should be doing features. You got to be doing something, your name in the mix, so people don't forget about you. It's like how quickly they can forget about you. You know what I mean?
It's easy to forget about people nowadays.
Some people end up being half comedian, half musician, like putting out skits and stuff, and then the other side doing music.
We got some shit.
We got stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we on it, man. We're always trying. Yeah, that's your trouble.
So actually, on the topic of creation, I wanted to know, like, for this album and just like anything else you guys are collabing on. So it sounds like you have some more material coming out. Do you have like, are you usually together? I guess, but COVID's made that harder. But like when you were making this album, did you guys work typically in the studio together, or were you sending verses and then working kind of in your own area?
Yo, it's arranged. Weapon, let me answer this real quick, bro. It's arranged, right? Yo, we fucking risk it all for you motherfuckers, man. We be meeting up and shit during pandemics and shit, scheming on making music, you know what I mean? Like, it's a mix, but, I think my man Weapon is so, he pays attention to the most intricate details. So there's some things that we have to meet up for. You know what I mean? Like we linked up recently to discuss some stuff for this project, or we'll use Zoom. We used Zoom last night, right? Was it last night or the night before, bro? The night before, right?
The night before, yeah.
Yeah, we was on a Google Doc, you know what I mean? Like fucking, vision boarding and vision planning the next project, you know what I mean? Like we
Yeah,
take this
speaking
shit
into
serious, you know what I
existence.
mean? Yeah, pretty much, man. We vision
Absolutely.
board everything.
A lot of that is and that's kind of just it's funny the diligence that goes into it. We've touched upon this in other episodes, and because some people pop and a lot kind of falls into place, but when you are creating these visions, like you've developed a brand and you're working on it and you want to get it out, you've had like some success in one area, and now it has to continue, and keeping those goals in mind, knowing where you're going next, and is a huge part of it too, not just the artistry. So that's something that I think a lot of people forget about, and at least the people that want to stick around forget about. So if you end up falling out, that's usually you weren't thinking about vision board or kind of prioritizing tasks. Sometimes people think like, oh, they got to get that big thing done, but there's so many small things you can do that make all that fit better, you know?
Yeah, it's like writing an essay, you know what I mean? You need to brainstorm and like figure out and plan how things are gonna go out, you know what I mean? Like you gotta be thinking way ahead. It's like chess. You gotta think 10 steps ahead type thing, you know what I mean?
Yo, Web, talk to him. Tell him how hard that is while changing diapers, bro. I got to give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean? We're both dads. You know what I mean? And like I could speak on Weapon's a dope dad. You know what I mean? He's like involved and like he's all about his son. You know what I mean? So I'm the same way with my daughter. So it's not, it's a labor of love. Doing all this shit. So we have to plan. You know what I mean? Because you see my daughter, she's a part of everything I do, bro. Like, she's a part of this interview right now, you know what I mean? So it's, I also got to give credit where credit's due, too, Weapon's he's not a sit around and let's wait guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like that neither, but he's like that. He's like me on steroids with, like, trying to get shit done, you know what I mean? So, we may clash sometimes about, like, when shit's due, we come up with due dates, but we always come together, man, because the project is like way more important than, I don't know, the other stuff. I don't want to do this today, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? We got to get it out. So Weapon really helps, push a lot of these singles out too. You know what I mean? Because I'll be like, damn, dog, like, damn, we just did something. You know what I mean? But he's like, no, I know you got that. So. Yeah,
it is hard to hold yourself accountable, so it's good to have like that balance with the two of you saying like, hey, let's do it. It's I mean, just like goes back to the intangibles. I feel like they say it in sports and like things growing up, it's always like make it work, and kind of you can be friendly, but you want to like kick each other's asses once in a while and say like, hey, like you've been slacking or I've been slacking. It's easy to say that, and but that's how
we tell each other that stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we respect each other though, in like what we do. So
yeah, you're a little bit more abusive than me. Though, you know what I mean? You're a little bit more abusive, bro. It's kind of fucked up. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm a little bit. Like, get that shit. Send that shit.
It's out of love. That's what it sounds like.
Need that sometimes.
I lose sleep over shit. To be honest with you, if like something's not right, man, I'll lose sleep over it. I gotta tell Ghost. I'll hit him up in the middle of the night. It'll be like 3 a.m. I'm texting him about like a little sound that's off or some shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's like I'm obsessive with it, and it's bad.
That's a good way to be, though.
But honestly, it makes for dope projects, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you get the best out of yourself, being obsessive about it.
Yeah, I've never had a master project until I work with ESP. Like everything's listen to all my projects and shit. I'm like, yo, just fucking put this shit out, man. I don't give a fuck. The bars are there, like. Let's fucking go. But I finally had my first master project working with this man, bro.
Yeah, there's definitely like, a balance.
Let's get the bars out, yo. The bars are good. Who cares? I'm like, no, it has to be perfect. What are you talking about, man? Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I split there because part of me just loves the bars, and I don't care. It could be off some grainy lo-fi beat that's not even like really being recorded. It could be through the same microphone that they're rapping into, and that's still could be great to me. But at the same time, I totally can understand why someone would spend like 12 hours wondering why this one sample doesn't sound right and switch it out so many times and then try to like use what am I saying? There's I know you can EQ thing. I'm trying to like figure out this stuff myself. So it's just very interesting like how you can spend so much time on every little piece of a song. You could almost never stop, but eventually it does have to go out. So there is like a point of like, yeah, it sounds good, just go. Like, and you can kind of you've seen some artists, they have just collections and collections of albums that some aren't great and there's some good tunes in there. Like it depends on where you find them. Like maybe it was a good day.
Yeah.
But quality over quantity, and sometimes there's gems in that if you just can shit out verses all the time. But at the same time, it's good to have, you know, that.
You know what? I really annoy engineers like that. Like,
yo, that's why you should be one, and that's why you should be a producer, bro. That's my next point, bro. You should be. Yo, Weapon ESP beat tape coming 2021. Yo, watch.
Okay. Ghost, you produce, right?
He does.
Yeah, man, I get it in, man.
Word.
Yo, it's like I don't know, man. I think it's like I don't know, man. I feel like any MC, any writer, you know what I mean? Like, I think the transition might be a little easier from like producer, from rapper to producer than from producer to rapper, bro. Because, you know, you know what type of music you like hearing. You know what type of beats you like rapping over. And all it is, especially if you're a lyricist, all it is patience, bro. You know what I mean? Something like you were saying earlier, you know, like you got to hear that right kick, that right sound. And that translates into like, you want to use those right words. You know what I mean? Those correct series of words. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's a labor of love both ways, man. Honestly, it's therapy. So you're bound to get good once you do shit for a long time. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ghost actually just had some of his production played by Primo too from our boy. Our boy Logan just had a song played by Primo and it was on Ghost production.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
we're actually getting Logan on the podcast soon.
Yeah, shouts out to him, man. That's family right there.
Word, that's awesome. So you guys are both from the Worcester area, correct?
Well, Ghost originally is from New York. He's from New York, but he lives in Worcester, right? Okay. I don't want to speak your part, Ghost, but
Nah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm from New York. Yeah, and I'm out here in Worcester.
How long you been in Worcester?
I came out here playing college ball, so like I don't know, 2012, man. I think 2013.
Okay.
2013, I think I was out here.
And ESP, you're from
Southbridge.
Southbridge, okay.
Actually, the same place as Logan.
Oh, word. So what's the hip hop scene like out in Western Mass? Because we're more like
Central Mass. We're like Central Mass still.
Central Mass, all right. See, we get
everything past that.
Yeah,
the Pike is.
That's right. Yeah. We just think of like anything out west as Western Mass, but we know it's Central Mass. All right, my bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton going on in my home, like where I'm, like my town. Right? There's not a lot going on over here.
Yeah.
But so I always have to venture out, you know what I mean, and go towards the Boston scene, Worcester, and then I did a lot of stuff in the Western Mass scene as well. So I've experienced that as well. So that's where I mostly do like shows and stuff like that. But
yeah,
there's not too much. I mean, besides like shows I was throwing in Southbridge myself and bringing like SD Nax and Code 9s and those kind of guys over.
Right.
Other than that, like, you know, there's not much going on in Southbridge.
I could speak about Wartown a little bit, man. You know
what's going on in Worcester?
Yo, we got a lot of talent out here. You know what I mean? A lot of talent. You know, my homie Death Over Simplicity. There's a lot of cats. You know, New Element. You know, Jafet, he's doing his thing. Like, there's a lot of people who, you know, are true to the elements. You know what I mean? And it's a grind. You know, like anything else. You know what I mean? And we come together like Voltron when we need to, but other than that, like we're kind of on our own islands, you know what I mean? Like people are clicked up and shit, which is unfortunate, you know what I mean? But their cats in Worcester getting it in, bro. You know what I mean? In Southbridge, what are you talking about, bro?
I'm gonna say,
you got the Hazes, you got the
there's some people. Don't get me wrong, but there's not like a scene. There's people that.
I feel you.
Scene out here, you know what I mean? There's not like we're not meeting up for ciphers and like together in the same place in Southbridge. But like there's me, Logan, Headz. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Headz of main name, but he's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah. I mean, those three right there, that's a scene in itself. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Yeah. Those are my boys growing up, so like that's what we all did and everything. You know what I mean? Growing up with spitting.
I'd be remiss too to not like give a shout out to the B-boys, you know what I mean? Orphanage Crew, True Crew, Four Elements, you know what I mean? Like there's a breakdancing squad out here, you know what I mean? Like,
Word.
and I'm a big ass motherfucker, dog. I'm like 340, man, and I was out there yesterday getting down with my homies in Elm Park, you know what I mean? Like I did a
Word.
whole like minute-long set. I'm an animal, dog. I look like a cheetah on my feet, you know what I mean? Like
Okay.
it's crazy. I'm serious, dog. Like, yo, I'm about to post something on my face, but y'all think I'm playing, bro. Like,
Do it. I want to see
You
it.
doing some power moves, bro? You doing some windmills?
no,
and shit?
no power moves, just footwork, dog. I'm too big for that shit. But yeah, hip hop is a Worcester, bro, for real, and in
Word.
Southbridge.
No doubt.
Yeah, it's interesting because, like, I would say, and we've said this before, we're from South Shore, south of Boston, and it's doesn't feel like in our immediate area there's any, I mean, other than I guess Maggie's Lounge, we've said, is the only thing really on the South Shore that has any hip hop shows. So everything's sort of just small
Maggie's
bars.
Lounge is closing too.
See,
Damn, I did some shows there before back in the day. That was pretty
Heard
dope.
about that.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
yeah, it's kind of a hidden gem because it's so small, but it gets some good acts. Like I just, it's one of those places you would never expect, I guess, just from seeing it. Because I'm often like, even when I'm looking for it, I'd pass it. I'm like, oh wait, that was it. I end up turning around. It's like kind of set back. It's one
Yeah.
of those low key spots, but it ends up having just like great shows there.
Yeah,
But
pretty good spot, man. I had some good shows there. It was dope.
yeah, and I mean, I guess what I was trying to get at was that everyone kind of moves into the city anyways. So like Worcester being its own hub and Boston being the main core of probably where any hip hop happens, like around Massachusetts. I mean, I'm less familiar with the North Shore, but I feel that the city really is the heart of hip hop anyways. So it's hard to say like we don't have a scene in our towns over here, but the scene's really in the city.
Right.
So everyone does kind of have to travel. Just depends on how close you are. That's just to make everyone feel a little better about thinking they have a scene in their town, you know?
Yeah.
We're all fans is what I feel. I don't think there's
Man, the youth out here fucking wilding. Excuse my language, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
I
you're
work with
good.
a lot of young people in the city, bro. A lot of this shit is like drill heaven, you know what I mean? Like, you know, people smoking ops and doing all that other shit, you know what I mean? We need more of that. The original. We need to go back in the days, you know what I mean? So it's real bad out here. A lot of shootings and a lot of the hip hop that the younger people are perpetuating is like retaliatory violent type of shit, you know? So I hope to, like, I don't know, change it somehow, you know what I mean? Like that's what Worcester's about right now. In terms of the young people.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel
definitely needs
about
to be
Joyner
peaceful.
Lucas and what he's done for the Worcester scene, if anything?
You said if any? I feel like I'm cheating if I answer this question.
I respect his craft, you know what I mean? I respect Joyner Lucas' craft for sure and his hustle.
Yeah.
You know?
Plead the fifth.
I guess some things bother me, you know what I mean? I feel like he's never really shouting out mass too much.
We get the same response from everyone on Joyner pretty much.
You know? But
everybody says that, and I kind of feel the same way, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he has power. He could, like, help.
I'm kind of.
Absolutely. I feel like he definitely could be doing more, you know, to help the scene. He does, like, he had that video where he's in Worcester with the whole crowd behind him, and he's got, you know, so he does, like, rep the city, but he doesn't seem like he's doing a lot to put on other artists, I guess. But yeah. I'm not here to hate on Joyner Lucas. I'm just,
I am. Joyner Lucas, what's up?
Yeah.
That's amazing what he's accomplished. It definitely is amazing what he's accomplished. Ghost has like another reason he doesn't want to respond to this that I know about. That's just pretty whack what happened with this situation. But we don't want to get into that.
Okay.
But,
no worries.
But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I respect his craft and everything like that. I think it's amazing. He's gone the furthest of any MC ever in this area. You know what I mean? So
any mainstream MC, yeah.
You know what I mean? Definitely respect to that. Yeah, but there's other artists out there.
Yeah.
Definitely other artists.
All I gotta say,
I'd rather listen to personally.
Right.
If you want the real, bro, if you really want like you want to put your, you know, you want to test the temperature on how cats feel about that man out here, just come to the city, man, and talk to. you could even talk to, you know, some of the teens out here, some of the youth that I work with, you know what I mean? They'll be real with you. You know what I mean? Like, they'll surprise you, bro. It's kind of crazy, bro. Yeah, man.
That is kind of
That's it.
crazy.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, he's a dope rapper, though. He's a dope rapper, though. I ain't
He
gonna
is
lie. He's a
that.
dope
He
rapper.
is that.
Yep. Thank you.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I just to cap off that thought, I loved his like the theatrics, and I think we've just talked about that before. The theatrics of some of those early videos really caught you with the storytelling and stuff. So loved that stuff, anyways. But
You know what my favorite Joyner Lucas stuff was? When he first came out and he was like doing like Words with Friends. I don't know if you ever saw that video.
Yep.
That video was real dope.
That was fire.
I love that stuff. You know, some of the newer stuff I'm not as into. Like especially on this new, I took a listen to the new album, and obviously he's trying to. I kind of like I saw him as someone that could have been like ridiculous lyrically, like as far as like he could have been like a Mos Def or something if he like really wanted to go that direction. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know he went in a different direction where he's like almost like he's singing some songs like Ex Extension, like doing one song he sounded like he was singing Green Day, like a Green Day voice. I was like, what is he doing? I just didn't understand.
So Pete,
it's working for him. So
my favorite Joyner Lucas. My bad, Wet. My bad. My favorite Joyner Lucas joints were with Film School Rejects, and that was with Cyrus the Great, Cyrus Alexander, bro. Like that dude. Speaking about Worcester hip hop and shit like that, like he's the best producer to come out of Worcester. Like he's amazing. He's incredible, and I think he launched a few cats, careers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Including Joyner's. You know what I mean? Like he I think he got him started really. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's we were born the same day. That's my homie. You know what I mean? Like that's somebody y'all should have up here too, man. He'll give you some history.
Absolutely.
The history of hip hop in Worcester, bro, for real.
Yeah, I definitely want to get him on. That's dope. So, Ghost, you dropped another album this year, right? The Heroes for Hire 3 with DJ Proof.
Yeah, man. Shit, I was right into that while I was writing the Savageland, bro.
Oh, really?
Fucking the next project is done. Juice Headz is done, bro. Like, shit's, I've just been going in with this dude over here, bro. But yeah, man. You know, Heroes for Hire 3, man. Crazy.
So, so that was you were working on that at the same time. So how long did you have that in the works? Like, when did you decide to start working on that project?
Heroes for Hire 3, man. I started maybe like 4 or 5 months before me and Web, linked up on our first joint for Savageland. You know what I mean? Like, so, if you listen to Heroes for Hire 3, man, like all the joints that me and Proof do, all the series, it's all meditative, you know what I mean? Like it's all introspective, you know what I mean? So those joints take me a little bit longer, but it was a labor of love. I don't want your chicken nuggets, bro. They're cold.
Yo, piece the DJ Proof, by the way. Yo, piece the DJ Proof, Phil. You guys know anything about Proof?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Not really, honestly.
Yo, this dude's beats are ridiculous, man. It's just like he sounds like a mixture of like Primo and Apollo Brown, but it's DJ Proof, man. You know what I mean? Like everything he makes sounds classic. It's unbelievable.
That's another guy we gotta get on.
Oh, please, man, please, yo, please.
Yeah, I'm writing these down.
Yo, DJ Proof is the primo to my guru. You know what I mean? Like that's why we do so many projects together, and I write the fastest to his beats. You know what I mean? Like it sounds weird, but like, it's a fucking spiritual thing between me and this dude. It's fucking awkward, you know what I mean? But like, like, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, bro. On another planet, in another realm or dimension, like, we was working together doing something artistically, bro. Like, cause that man,
just
aside from shit being like, organic, bro, like his shit speaks to my spirit, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie. And it's the same, you know what I mean? And he's super reliable, bro. Like I'll ask him for a beat pack tonight. He'll send me like 50 beats, like that he hasn't sent anybody else. Like, so he works super hard, bro. You know what I mean? Right. So, Shane, thanks for that. Thanks for that alley-oop to talk about Proof, Web, because
definitely.
That's my dude, bro.
Got to. Yeah, like Ghost said, you know what I mean? Like some producers, they'll send a pack of music to us, and it'll be like 500 beats, and I'll like 0 of them, or like 1 of them. You know what I mean? And Proof will send like 15 beats, like 12 out of them are like for an album. You know what I mean? Like you'll pick 12 out of 15 because they're like so good. You know what I mean? You don't want anyone to get them. Like this is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's unbelievable. His quality. I've always been like a more quality over quantity, and that's just like he's both. He's quality and quantity. You know, it's unbelievable. So
yeah, it's dope to have someone like that in your corner, a producer like that you can just go to at any time.
That's what makes it so much easier is when you get these like you make these connections, you meet these like unbelievable producers, and then I mean you just know you're gonna make great music together, and it just becomes a great relationship. You know, it's awesome, man. We're blessed. We're very blessed with the producers that we work over time. You know, it's unbelievable.
Talk about recognized.
Hell yeah. Yo, so I wanna say something about that real quick, man. Like I wanna like kind of transition from Proof to Rec like you did. But I wanna end it off like kind of compare them a little bit. So Proof, right? Like his shit, like I could really be myself on. You know what I mean? Like I'm myself everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more comfortable, spitting like, introspective shit. Like with Rec Real shit, bro. Yo, his beats are so fucked up, like in a good way. Like that's like. Correct me if I'm wrong, Wep. Like probably the way the album, the direction it took was probably because how his damn beats sounded, bro. His beats sound like the end of the world's about to come. The shit that he's produced for Savageland, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of urgency in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, fucking let the hammer fall, blowing lines of Adderall, but bitch you was turn you in that bitch you with to Neanderthals. Like I don't think I'd ever write that on a DJ Proof shit. You know what I mean? We're talking about the end of the world. When Armageddon comes, I hope it spawns at the Capitol. What a shame. Lames act like brains are detachable. It's almost laughable. There's more oppression in his radicals. Schooling y'all so long, I'm about to go on you know what I mean? Like, like.
Did you feel that like that influence was going to bleed into your other projects since you were working on a few things simultaneously?
Nah, cause it's a spiritual thing, bro. Like I'm saying, like
just different
the
lanes,
shit like hit my soul different, bro. And
gotcha.
Wep, like we're on the same. Definitely, we're on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? So
I agree with Ghost completely because I've been writing to Rec and Proof beats at the same time, and it gives off a totally different vibe. You know what I mean? This new project we have coming out soon has a lot of Proof beats on it, and it's just like it's completely different than Savageland, but it's still great in its own sense. You know what I mean? Savageland definitely put me in, like when I was hearing those beats, put me in like a dark state of mind, and brought out some stuff in me that I didn't even know was there. You know what I mean? And mad respect to Recognize Real, man. He's killing this year right now. He's one of the best producers this year for sure. Proof as well, man. With Heroes for Hire 3, that's a classic, and what he's about to drop and what else he's been dropping this year has been amazing too. So,
shout out producers.
Definitely.
Shout out all the dope producers out there.
We ain't shit without
exactly. It's the canvas.
We wouldn't be nothing without y'all, man. Yo, and I wanted to talk about, Rec created a lane to create characters for us. You know what I mean? Like it's weird, like I'm a character, but I felt it felt easier to flex my character on his shit. You know what I mean? Like talk mad shit. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah,
I don't know. I said some ridiculous shit on Savageland, yo, and like the ridiculous ass beats that he sent made it possible. Thank you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no doubt.
Rec Real.
No, that totally makes sense. We've heard that from other artists before. Like depending on the engineer, you might be more willing to experiment, and that's definitely where you're going to find your real voice when you're just going for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys dropped the album in April, obviously in the middle of a pandemic. So you weren't able to do any shows to promote the album. How's the pandemic kind of affected because obviously it's been in the works since last year. So when you planned on putting it together, you didn't expect that you'd be releasing it in a time where there's no shows going on. You can't get out there and promote it. How has that kind of changed the way you expected things to go?
I feel like it's terrible. You know what I mean?
It is for
I
everyone.
really want to perform my songs so bad. You know what I
Right.
mean? But I think with the pandemic, it actually brought on a lot more listeners. I feel like they have a lot more time on their hands to listen
That's
to music.
true.
I don't know. I definitely it's helped. It's helped in some ways. In many ways, helped us catch attention because of the pandemic.
Right.
But it also allowed us to do a lot more work and get a lot more stuff done. Instead of going out and doing mad shows, and that would be the focus, we're just continuously putting in work and doing more music. So when the opportunity comes to do shows, we're just gonna be able to like just murder everything, like ridiculous amounts of new music, and they're gonna be like, "What the hell is this? How is
It's gonna be bad.
Is there so many
It's
bangers in a
gonna
row?"
be bad.
Right.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yo, I can't. I'm a crowd surf, bro. I'm crowd surfing.
Oh, really?
I'm 340. Anybody who likes our music, who wants to
I'll
show
be out
up,
there. I'm ready for
you know
it.
what I mean? Start doing push-ups now.
Yeah, I got to start working out.
It's about to go down. Man,
Damn.
it's gonna be
I'm
bad. It's gonna
grinding.
be
Let's
crazy.
hope.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I
feel
can't wait
that's
for
such
shows
a bucket
again.
list thing. I've never crowd surfed. I'd love to. I'd love to be important enough to crowd surf.
I
You don't even have to be important. Just get
Well,
up on the
hey,
stage.
if people don't want to catch me, they just might let me go.
Yo, if someone grabs me wrong, I'm suing them. Promise you.
Yeah.
Yo, on some real shit though, like I was feeling myself one time. I forgot where I was performing, bro, but I was really feeling myself, and I was like, yo, I'm about to, you know what I mean? I'm about to jump, you know what I mean? I had the crowd and
Couple
everything.
test runs, yeah.
Yo, motherfuckers was like, hell no, like they just fucking, you know what I mean? Like parted the Red Sea, son. On everything, man, on dead dogs, as they say, you know what I mean? Like, yo, that was crazy.
Did you
like,
go
So you've
for
never
it?
crowd surfed?
No, hell no. I was about to though. I was
Okay.
really feeling myself. I'm
gonna
like, yo, I'm
say-
nice. You know what I mean?
That's like the opening scene of School of Rock when he just dives down. He's just face down on the floor.
Facts. That's me. That's who I am.
No, you didn't do that. So you had the foresight, which I respect.
Right. Savageland shit right there, dog. Nostradamus over here.
True, you guys are predicting everything. Yeah, that Donald Trump thing has got to get marked. We're putting that up.
Yeah, do it. Timestamp it.
Are there any local collaborations that you guys would like to have, or anything that you'd like be willing to speak on now? I don't know if there's anything that maybe you have like in the works that you're not ready to talk about, but just figured we usually pop that question into our guests.
With local guys, as far as in the future, you can probably look forward to a project with me, Ghost, and Logan.
Okay.
You know, I mean, that's definitely in the works.
Word.
Other than that, no, not right now, man. We're focused on, you know, what we got going on. And
Czarface, where you at? Esoteric. You don't want it.
Czarface.
You don't want the
I
smoke.
was getting a Czarface vibe
Yeah.
from the cover of your.
Oh,
I mean,
hell
you
yeah.
guys had that whole theme going. That's sick.
Yeah, that's definitely something that we would like to accomplish. You know, I mean, it's not going to be easy to accomplish, but if we can get a track with like me, Ghost, and Czarface, that'd be crazy.
That would be dope. I feel like you guys would definitely mesh well. Like, your
Czarface,
styles.
you're getting tagged.
yeah, we're tagging him in this video.
I think it would be a good combination for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a huge fan of Czarface, bro. Huge fan. That'd be dope. I think we killed it.
Awesome lyricist. Yeah, I mean, and a part of the reason that question gets asked is because it definitely gives like more a great indication of your style. Not that you can't hear it from your music, anyways, but when you hear like who you'd like to work with or where you want your music to go, it's definitely telling.
Yeah, it's always like, oh yeah, that would sound really good. Like,
Yeah, and that's not even like, obviously we weren't even going for that. We weren't this wasn't like a formula we were following or anything like that. But it kind of turned out to be similar in some ways, but we're definitely different type of MCs and everything's different. But you know, I mean, I'm flattered by the comparison. It's awesome because they're dope, obviously.
I feel like Czarface would definitely fuck with you guys if they don't already.
I hope so. I mean, hopefully they're catching some wind. You know, that'd be
Hopefully.
dope. Definitely.
Well, they're getting
Pandemic.
tagged in this
Everybody's
video.
just sitting inside listening to music. Hopefully.
For sure,
Yeah,
man.
I've actually been surprised, bro. Some of the people, you know what I mean, that are looking. It's like, damn, son, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Who knows, bro?
I mean, DJ
Keep
Premier.
dumping on 'em.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, a record that wasn't even a single came across DJ Premier's desk somehow. You know, like these things happen if you just keep working, putting out dope music.
And
And
in the
promoting
digital
yourself.
age, you never know where things are going, just because we've talked about that, how things are so much different when it's not just passing CDs around. You'll get your files could be all over the world in 5 minutes. It's just one of those things. You never know who's looking at your stuff. And there's things like I'll come across, I'm like, does this person have any idea that I'm a random guy? Like, I just listened to your song and there's maybe 35 views on it already. I'm like, I'm one of them. It's just kind of interesting to see that, think. I mean,
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
Wow. You know what was crazy actually that happened recently? I went on YouTube and just like searched up Savageland randomly. I just wanted to see, you know what I mean, how the music was doing. And there was a beat for the song Enoch that someone made and labeled as like Savageland Enoch instrumental, but produced it like different, had different drops in it and everything, and was like claiming it was there. I don't know. It was really weird. It was weird that someone remade the beat and called it the Savageland Enoch instrumental when we didn't put that out. You know what I mean? It was like
right.
And it was the same samples and flipped and stuff?
Yeah, but flipped in a little bit different way. There was like drops in different areas, and they were like jabbing it a little bit and like bringing it back and stuff. And I was like, what the hell is
like
this?
That might be a troll, someone trying to get you guys
Just
pulled or
bugged
something.
out, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was weird, man. I was like, who went through the trouble to do this and then label it Savageland? You know, it was just like, what the? It's
That's
like
kind of like flattering in a way, but also like at the same time, it's like, dude, like you can't just remake someone's song like that.
Yeah.
I know. I told Rec about it. And he was like, you know what? It's all right. It's cool. Whatever. This stuff happens. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's like, kind of cool, even though it's not as good as his beat. It was kind of cool, you know.
Yeah.
But like that SD Knack type beats and Al Divino type beats nowadays and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's.
Oh yeah. I mean, especially since ST got on West Side Gun's album. Now he's like, people know him. I mean, everyone knew him around here, obviously, but that definitely pushed his name out more.
100%, definitely. He's killing it, man.
He really is.
Playing in Asia.
That's my hero, man.
You know what I mean? It's wild, man. It's mad respect to ST Knack.
He's seriously. On Vinny Paz's album too. He's been going crazy.
Definitely, man. Definitely. That's all he does. He puts in work, man. He just, you know what I mean? He's ridiculous at rhyming. It's easy for him. He's gonna keep doing it. I can't see him stopping anytime soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
shout out ST Knack. I don't know if we did that. Shout out.
We've definitely done it multiple times on this show before.
Dude, let's put out a compilation of that and then have,
there you go.
Asking. Perfect.
Wait, the verses just started. Rick Ross versus 2 Chainz. Who do we got? Rick Ross or 2 Chainz?
I think 2 Chainz.
No, I'm taking Ross all day.
No.
I think Rick Ross makes better music.
Ross.
2 Chainz is
Ross.
Have you guys been watching any of the verses?
Yeah, I watched like the Primo and RZA one.
Yeah.
I
thought the Snoop DMX one was really good.
I actually didn't see that one.
That one was super entertaining. I love that one.
Like destroy him though. Someone said Snoop destroyed him.
Snoop. It was actually really close. Snoop went up like
songs, man.
I was keeping score in my head while I was watching, just like in my opinion, and I had Snoop up like 7-0 in the beginning, and then I had DMX coming back to tie it, and then Snoop winning by 1. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was really close, but it was I
haven't actually watched these yet. What's the criteria? Is it a crowd?
They just go back and forth playing
like
their
20 songs, right? 20 songs?
I think 20 songs, yeah.
Yo, I'm sorry though. That Jada Kiss and Fabulous shit wasn't even fair.
Yeah, Jada destroyed him, right?
Yeah, it wasn't fair, man.
I watched a little bit of it. I thought Fab could have picked better songs.
Right. That part, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I like watching those though. Like seeing two legends.
It's weird for me though, like because sometimes like for instance, if I just think about Snoop Dogg and DMX, who do I like better as an artist? I like
They're
DMX.
two completely different artists.
I like DMX better though, you know what I mean? And then I think of like Snoop Dogg to me in my mind, I'm like, he's got one good album.
Yeah,
you know
honestly, I feel the same way. And like 90% of the songs Snoop Dogg played in the verses were features or songs that had like 3 or 4 other guys on them.
Yeah, no, he's on huge songs, and that's the thing is like, how it's based off only on hits. You know what I mean? They should do like a discography type contest somehow. I don't even know, and I'd see Ghostface Killer win it. You know what I'm saying?
Pete, my favorite shit though was the RZA versus Primo, bro. Like
that was dope.
The shit, like there was some shit that like RZA produced. I didn't even know he fucking like, or just forgot he produced, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. You know what I mean? So that was my favorite out of all of them. You know what I mean?
That reminded me a lot of what he, some stuff too. I was like, wow, RZA actually might have kind of won this. Like, I love Primo. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It was crazy during that battle. I was like, these RZA beats are just so classic too. It's amazing.
What's a versus that hasn't happened yet that you'd like to see?
I want to see like Ghostface versus like Method Man.
Okay, that would be fun.
Because people always like, I get so many arguments with my friends about Ghostface and Method Man, who's the best in Wu-Tang and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I feel like even Wu-Tang would admit that Ghostface has the best material.
He just has so much shit, you know what I mean? Like, he's got so many albums.
But so many arguments with my friends, and just like, yo, Method Man's definitely the best. And I'm like, he doesn't even have close to the discography that Ghost has. It's not even close.
Right.
So it'd just be interesting to see that, because Meth probably has more singles. He might have more singles. You know what I mean?
True.
He might have hits, but Ghost as a combined, like all his discography is they're just so dope to me. I don't know. So
I got one.
Battle.
Yeah.
I got one.
All right.
Yo, fucking Flavor Flav versus Flip Star. You know what I mean? Best hype man in the game, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
All right.
What do you do? You didn't show live performances? Like, look how hype he was right there.
Yeah, that part, yeah.
That would be pretty funny. I think actually that would be pretty interesting though, to focus on the hype man and see how well they did during a performance. That would be definitely a fun competition.
They should do like a top 10 hype man of all time type thing, or something like that.
Who is the best hype man of all time? I don't even know.
Those two are like the only ones I can think of.
Yeah, like I don't. There's not any really like well-known hype men.
Who's Busta Rhymes' hype man? Because he's
that was that guy.
Oh, that's who you said? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I was gonna say I saw him one time and I was like, wow, he's really well coordinated with the act. Like it was completely involved and everything was just right on. And sometimes hype men are just all over the place, but
that shit's important.
Yeah. Nah, because sometimes you know, like the MC, you know what I mean? Like he needs a breath, he or she needs a breath, you know what I mean? And like, you know, I've been left hanging before. I was like, da-da-da-da. And then my boy just like looks at me. I'm like, bro,
you're supposed to finish the line.
Just like
it's just a blank spot.
Right.
Yeah, it really. And I actually, this was more recently, so it was Busta in an older age, so you could see he was getting kind of tired at certain points, and you could see he'd do things like it was built into the act to give him a breath. Like it was pretty funny actually to see how it happens, because sometimes younger artists, you know, they're just all over the stage, jumping, running, throwing things. And
yo, you know what I saw? KRS-One, right? So KRS-One didn't have a hype man, but he, like, you could tell he's old, man. You know what I mean? He's like 50 something. You could tell he was running out of breath. So what you would do is, like, whenever you started running out of breath, you just point the microphone to the crowd, and all the crowd knew all the lyrics. And if they didn't know the lyrics, he got pissed. So he was just like,
run it back.
Like, get tired. Yo, say what I was gonna say. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, wow. I hope I can get to that point where I'm like, I don't even have to rap. I can just tell the crowd to rap my words. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's crazy.
There's some artists that do that. Russ does that a lot. He always posts videos of his performances, and it's just the crowd singing. He doesn't even say anything.
It must be so
like,
easy.
Yo, that's probably like paying to play semi-pro football, bro. Like you're not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta pay to sing the song, and not. I don't know, like motherfuckers just.
I was like, yo, I was like dissecting KRS.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I want to watch the way this guy performs. I'm like, yo, he's really not even rapping. He's just
right
the whole time. Like everyone's like, he did so well tonight. I'm like, yo, he didn't even spit his verses.
Yeah. Like the crowd did everything for him. Yeah.
It was crazy.
It's the biggest hustle ever, bro. You don't got to do shit. Just stand on the stage.
Right.
That's fucked
crazy.
up.
Some big stars, you know, you just get away with that. That's probably what Bruce Springsteen does.
I can't hate, man. Can't hate on it.
Hey, if you can get, 30,000 people to sing your song at the same time, then more power to you.
That's true. You won.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I can even get a hype man to remember my lyrics, yo, honestly, but we'll see if I get a crowd, you know what I mean? We'll see.
That's the first
do you
step.
think having a hype man is like 100% necessary?
No, definitely not.
But
No.
it could help if you were really whack. You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
like this dude really believes in it. You know what I mean? So there must be some dopeness about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've seen hype man. Oh Lord, I try not to talk about artists like this. You know what I mean? Because it's all like objective and like, you know what I mean? But like I've seen some bad choices of words put together on a stage. You know what I mean? And like the hype man like really makes the shit look dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Absolutely,
oh, he must that. I must be the one that's, you know, whack. You know what I mean? Like my ears must be off. I don't know.
Yeah. You can definitely make whack stuff catchy. I mean, it's not uncommon in the industry.
It happens a lot.
Yeah.
It definitely.
But actually, this is kind of a weird segue, but I feel like it's an interesting question. Is do you believe there is a limit to how many people should be on stage hype manning? You know, like how some people like Wu-Tang, for example, might have the whole gang up there, plus everyone's got a plus two. And there's just like the stage is full, you know?
It is funny. I've been to certain shows where like the artist lets their friends on stage, but then there becomes like kind of a blurred line. It's like who's their friend and then everyone just starts coming on stage, and then there's like
20
I know
people up
that's
there.
like everything is subjective. Like it's like it depends on the environment, I guess. But it's kind of interesting. I always am curious, like how you guys would you bring like a whole squad up depending on the track you're playing?
I got a story. I got a quick story, man. This is
All
before I met Web. This is before I was out here, you know what I mean? We had a show down at the New York Weekend. I'm a part of a collective called Mastermind Alliance, and like those are all cats from New York, you know, I grew up with or whatnot. We down there, bro. Half of the squad are water buffalo like me, you know what I mean? Like half the squad look like fucking defensive linemen, you know what I mean? Like, so motherfuckers on stage jumping around, bro. And like, there's a snap. We hear a snap, bro, and we like broke part of the stage, bro. You know what I mean? So I think there's a limit. We was jumping around.
There's definitely a limit.
Probably legally, I'm sure.
There's a weight limit for sure.
Yeah.
That is crazy. There's a structural limit to what can be held on those stages. So I guess that's the answer, folks. Don't bring your friends
it depends on how heavy your friends are, basically.
Yeah. For me, when I've been to shows that I've seen that too, you know what I mean? Like I saw during a Griselda show, actually not that long ago, the one that Estinak performed at the Paradise. There was tons of people on the stage. It was ridiculous. It was like packed, but it almost gives like the group like more of like a legitimacy by having all the people behind them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, these people back me. They believe in what I do. You know what I mean? Like
without question, it's fun. It's definitely fun.
And especially, like you said, if someone hadn't heard of the artist before and they see him up on stage and they see all these people backing them, it makes them seem like important, I guess. You know,
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's even better when they're dope. But if they're whack, if they're whack, have a whole group.
If they're whack, then it just makes it even more whack.
Exactly. So that's what it is. I mean, if it's dope, it's dope. I don't care if like Wu-Tang has all their people up there because like everyone's sipping some alcohol. And, you know what I mean? Everyone's chilling on stage, having a good time. That's dope. I mean, I remember seeing like I think I saw Wu-Tang like that too, and they had a ton of people upstage. Yeah. And I don't mind it as long as the group's dope. That's dope. You know. Eventually, hopefully, one day we have that kind of following where all our people can like get the night off from work and come and go on stage with us. You know, I mean, that would be dope.
That is a dream. That is a bucket list.
If we ever get to do shows again.
Yeah. First, I got to start writing bars. Then I got to do shows.
But yo, you got to think though, when people are traveling, like for instance, I was just thinking about when Griselda came and did that show in Boston, you know what I mean? Like they had a whole posse with them, which means either their posse traveled with them or they just allowed people that were from the local area that they were kind of cool with, like just come on stage. You know what I mean? I don't know what the deal was, but you know, it's something to think about, especially when they're traveling that far. You got that much people with you when you travel for a show. You know what I mean? Crazy.
That is a good point. Yeah, it's hard to get that many people to really just vibe with something anyways, so it makes sense.
Definitely.
Charisma is big in the business.
Everybody gets a McChicken if they come on stage with us. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
that works.
Popeye.
All right.
Yeah, I guess in that case you might lose the stage, but it happens.
Oh
That
man.
damn Popeye's chicken, man. I've seen people fight over it for real. Great.
And, yeah, we were talking about that recently. That yeah, people were like driving their cars into each other to get those sandwiches.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was
It was
mayhem
crazy,
when
bro.
those sandwiches came out.
Yo,
I still want to try one.
police detail. Nah, protest that shit. It's not even that good, bro.
It's
Good,
I'm
man.
not.
folded.
It's
Really
not.
It's
I
really
folded.
good.
I folded 5 months after them shits came out or whatever. I folded, bro. Wasn't even worth it. I'm like, yo, motherfuckers die for this shit right here. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, this is bullshit. You know what I mean?
It
And then
wasn't
they're
that
hot.
good.
I
I
liked it.
think Chick-fil-A is better.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, the spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes, I'm obsessed with. Honestly, I love it.
Oh, okay.
Really?
No, that's not a lie. He's not capping right now. Like, this dude came over to my house. We recording Savageland shit. He's like, yo, I'm gonna go because I need to go get some Popeyes right now. He's like, all right, I'm out of nowhere. Like, weapons like all meticulous and shit. He's like, yeah, put that there. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna go get some Popeyes, man.
Can't kick
like
it.
like
Can't
na-
kick
like
that
nature.
Right.
I had
Nature
to. It
was
was like,
calling.
When nature calls.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I like I actually had Chick-fil-A today. It was really good.
I had it yesterday. I feel like
There you
you just
go.
gotta
You got one right down the street now, so
I don't even
that's a
have a
problem.
Chick-fil-A anywhere near me, yo. I have nothing like that near me.
Yeah, we didn't have
Mine's
one near
new.
us either. They just got one on the South Shore. They're starting to pop up now.
I can't say I like it better because I've never tried Chick-fil-A actually, to be honest with you. So I would have
You
to
gotta
try.
try
it.
Chick-fil-A.
Yo, next time you come to Worcester, bro, we got 2. I'm in between 2 and the same distance. I mean, one in Northborough and one in, Worcester. You know what I mean? So we'll get some Chick-fil-A.
I'll try the Chick-fil-A. I'll
There
get
you
back.
go. There you go.
We're gonna have a follow-up episode about
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
we got to talk about which chicken sandwich is better.
We
No
were
doubt.
doing these mini segments where we were doing food reviews, and now I feel like we got to bring that back. I
We
mean,
do need to bring that back. We
Unfortunately,
reviewed donuts
for
at
that.
one point.
yeah, we
I'm
had
good
some
for that.
apple cider donuts from an apple
Those were good.
orchard. We gotta get back to it. So you guys have sparked this interest. We're doing it. I'm getting food. I'm
Yo,
sending
we
it to our
gotta be
guys.
on the first episode though. We gotta be on one of the episodes. We gotta try
Absolutely.
the food with you, bro.
Yo, we're all gonna have to grab the same food and we're all gonna eat it,
Yes,
and then we're gonna talk about it after.
Yes.
Yes.
With that.
we definitely need
Yeah.
to do that. And we got to
Y'all
get Eastman
fucked
on.
up.
Boston's
Y'all
Big
messed
Kitchen.
up, man. I'm
That's
about to
what
get
we're
fat
gonna call it.
again.
I'm ready to do it. I love tasty treats. So let's definitely go for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love anyone also listening. Please sound off in the comments with any tasty treats we should review and where they should be gotten from.
Yeah, local places like in your hometowns that we don't know about. Recommend them.
Couple places off the bat I want to talk about: Sala by Fratelli's in Quincy, Montilio's, multiple locations, and then we obviously got too many things in Boston. So sorry, I just went on a tangent, but I'm like,
No,
we
it's
started
all
talking
good.
about food. I'm like, we gotta
Yo,
do these.
shout out the Hangover Pub. Our boy Mike Arasti at Logan actually is an owner of that. He's the head chef over there.
Chicken and waffles are to die for.
Food's ridiculous.
What's it
To
called?
die for.
The Hangover Pub. I'm sure you guys will talk to him about that too.
The Hangover Pub?
Yeah, and he also owns Broth, which is right next door, and it's like all like ramen, like
Hey, yo, Web. All I gotta say is Fruity Pebble Donuts, dog. Fruity Pebble glazed donuts.
Oh, man.
Talk to me. Talk to me nice.
Where?
tried it yet.
Talk to me nice, man. That shit's
Oh,
crazy,
man.
man. I fell asleep for like 12 hours after I had that shit, bro. It's crazy. Yo, Mike, man. Yo, Logan, man. That motherfucker's nasty in the kitchen, bro. In a good way. He's nasty
Word.
with it. Excuse my language. Thank you.
That's dope. That's
Love
dope.
that.
We got you guys know Paranom?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
We had
my
him on the
brother right
podcast.
there.
He's into making food. He's got his Saints.
He's doing his
Kitchen.
vegan kitchen, right?
Yeah. He makes vegan
That's a
Haitian
good
food.
brother right there, man. That's a good
Yeah.
brother right there,
I watched an
man.
interview with him and William Wallace. On
Oh
William
yeah, that was recent. I've been meaning to watch
Top
that.
Adventures. Yep.
Yep.
So that was dope. I watched that whole thing, and mad respect to Paranom. And
Yeah,
what he
shout out Paranom.
been outside of hip hop, what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's
he's
definitely
ridiculous
he's a cool
MC too. Ridiculous MC. So one of the best.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite people and like one of my favorite MCs too at the same time, bro.
Yeah, he's a real good
Just a
dude.
good
We had him
dude.
on the podcast. Oh, and we met him at the what was it? 2019 in New England. 2019 New England hip hop
Live
event.
Free or Die. Yeah,
It was like by WBUR or something,
I think
and
they
he
called
performed
it the
there.
State of Hip Hop.
Yeah, that's what it was. And he performed there. So then we talked to him there and we got him on the show. He's a real good dude.
Definitely. Good people.
Yeah.
Me and him, we both opened up for Jizza not that long ago, like about a year ago, probably.
Word.
Both open up for Jizza. That was a good experience, man. At the Middle East.
That must have been dope. Opening for Jizza.
Definitely. And we did the whole Liquid Swords album too.
That's amazing.
Intense. Yeah, it was intense. It was dope.
Wow.
That is
Great
boss.
experience.
What's the best show you guys have done? Both of you. Most memorable show.
It's tough, man. I mean, I got a lot of big shows. I'm trying to think about like my favorite like crowd response. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did an Apathy and Self-Titled show out in New Hampshire, and that was dope, man. I had like the crowd was like, you know what I mean? Like after the show, after I performed, the crowd like really embraced me. You know what I mean?
Word.
Great crowd response whenever I told them to say anything like that. Everyone was saying it back. I had one dude like came up to me and he was like quoting my lines and he threw me like a bag of edibles and I was like, "What?
Oh,
This is
man.
crazy."
That's
Friendly
awesome.
crowd, yeah.
This
That's
is
amazing.
You know what I mean? And it was just really dope, and everyone just like showed mad respect. And it was like usually you don't have that. Usually you have those haters in the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, and it was a great feeling, man. That was a great show. And then I had a Master Ace show. I opened up for Master Ace out in Providence, and that just went same thing. The crowd was like I was like on the ground amongst the crowd, and everyone, you know how that is when MCs do that. Everyone surrounded me, and like I was like dapping people up while I was rapping. Actually, Ghost was at that show. It was that was a really good experience too.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man. And you know what? I opened up for KRS-One once, and I fucking shit the bed, dude. I sucked.
Really?
During the
What do you
KRS-One
mean?
one, I opened up. I was just like, yo, I remember I froze up and I forgot my lyrics. And I'm like, yo, I think my career is over. I'm done. Like I remember.
Oh man.
I was like, yo,
this 8 Mile moment. It
was bad, dude. I froze up in front of all the people in the Middle East. And I've obviously done way better there, like later on. You know what I mean? Or even before that, it was something happened. It was like I just forgot one lyric, and then I freestyled. I didn't like just stop. Like not. I freestyled and shit. And I know some people are like, yo, I didn't even notice that. And I'm like, yeah, well, I suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm sure a lot of people didn't even notice.
Yeah, they didn't.
But in your head, you're like, this is the worst performance ever.
Well, yo, I was like telling a story. You know, Time and Lep. You know, have you heard of Time and Lep before?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was on stage with Time, and like we did like a storytelling joint, and I was like telling this ill story, and then all of a sudden I was like, yo, I'm the illest. It's fucking changed it to like, it went from being like a story to being like a braggadocious song.
Yeah.
So I was like, if anyone was actually following what I was saying, they'd be like, what the fuck is he talking about now? You know what I mean?
Right.
And I will say in your defense, because this happens to me, I don't know about anyone else, but if I've not heard a song before, I have a really hard time hearing the lyrics fully, like when it's live. Something about the way the acoustics of most rooms, the indoors, I just don't always hear what they're saying. Usually it takes me a few studio listens to hear like what they really mean. So I would be surprised if, like you said, most people had no idea what was going on. They were just vibing what you were doing.
Yeah, man. But inside, I was beating myself up. You know what I mean? But that's something that you have to go through, and that's how you get better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
absolutely.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure every artist has had a show like that where they feel like they just dropped the ball. But you learn from it. You get better.
You can't let it just sit. It's just like you play a sport and you fuck up in a game. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to put it behind you.
Right.
Otherwise, you know what I mean? I remember I was a pitcher, and whenever if I gave up like a double or something like that, and if I got pissed at myself on the mound, the next pitch would probably be a home run. You know what I mean? Because you can't put something behind you and you know what I mean, make an adjustment. Then you're just gonna be, should be a depressed kid,
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. They always say you can make a mistake, just don't make it twice.
Jason Tatum shot 2 for 18 a few days ago, and then he scored 34 points the next night. So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that definitely, you know what I mean? I was pissed when he was doing bad though, man.
I was too. And then the next night he missed his first couple shots. I was like, man, he can't make anything. And then he just went off, and I was like, all right, he's back.
Yeah, man. I hope he like just stays consistent with that, you know. Yeah, but you know what? You know, a lot of people, I'm on like a lot of like blogs and stuff like that with sports and stuff.
Yeah.
And people are always trying to compare Luka to like Tatum, and I'm like, how are you comparing these two? Like, I
Just because
love
they're
Tatum,
young and good. Like people make lazy comparisons all the time.
but Luka is like a lot better. No offense to like Tatum. Like, I love Tatum
Right now he is. Right now he is.
right now. But yo, are you one of the people that are like, yo, it's because Luka played pro basketball when he was young? Like, that's why that's you know what I mean? That's why he's.
I mean, he's definitely had more. He's definitely had more time to develop. I think Tatum is gonna be better eventually.
Really? I don't think he could. I don't think he could.
I don't know.
I don't think it's possible because he doesn't
I think
handle the ball.
Tatum's ceiling is like ridiculously high. It all depends on like his work ethic and everything. I got really concerned like a month into quarantine, a month after the season stopped, over a month after. He was like, "Yeah, I haven't picked up a basketball in the last month." And I
Yeah.
was like, that annoyed me because I was like, dude, I've played more basketball than you in the last month. Like, that's not
Yeah.
good.
No, obviously I love the Celtics. That's my team. I just
Yeah.
hope. You know what he improved on though is finishing at the hoop because there was a lot during the season where he was like missing like easy layups. He would like burn a guy and then miss an easy
Yeah.
layup. What is he? Why can't he just dunk it on him like he was doing like in the playoffs before and stuff? You know what I
Right.
mean? And I was like, he needs to work on finishing a lot, but then he's definitely improved on that. So that's go Celtics, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to have sports back. It's good. It's even though it's not the same without fans in the stands and everything, it's like it's good to just be able to watch competition again.
Does feel a little bit
Weird,
more normal.
Yeah.
Baseball looks weird as fuck, man. You see people, see my language, I keep cursing. See people's
No, it's all good.
heads in the crowd, like they got like little cutouts of their faces. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Yeah,
that's
weird.
so
That's
weird, bro.
It is weird.
Don't
The
you
fake-
win something if you get hit?
Oh yeah, no. If the ball hits you, you get to what do you get?
I think you get the signed ball. I
Yeah,
think.
you get a signed ball if the ball hits your cardboard cutout or something.
That's
Really?
kind of cool.
Right?
That's kind of dope.
But how much do you have to pay to get a cardboard cutout? It's
I didn't even
ridiculous.
know it was
Not
like
worth
that.
it.
Like that, they pay to get their cardboard face put on this crowd.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
might have to be like a season ticket
Season
holder. or
ticket
whatnot.
holder.
Yeah, there's not a
Oh,
lot of
that's
them. I
good.
feel like everyone would do it if it was easy.
Yeah.
That's
It would-
great.
That'd be
And
so
then for the
funny
NBA,
if
they
had
just
to
have those
put them
big
out every
screens
game.
and they have like the virtual, they have all the faces up there. Paul Pierce was at the game the other day. Like not at the game, but in his living room. They caught him like
I
laying
saw that. I did see that.
they caught him laying down on his couch at one point. It was
No.
hilarious.
The noise though, the noise must be annoying for the players. It's like fake noise. It's not like even a real crowd.
It's
I know
weird.
that-
Yeah, it's like NBA
goes-
2K.
Yeah, exactly. It's-
Yeah. They use like
That's
the same
creepy.
simulated crowd noise.
Yeah, well, I've heard a lot of them don't like it, or I guess in baseball, especially because they were trying to tell some discrete things, but if it's silent, you can hear everything across the field. So
Oh, true.
they kind of needed some background noise to be a little more like,
Just another way to cheat, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The Astros are loving it.
Oh,
Ghost,
what do you-
what's your most memorable show you've done?
I did a show in Valencia, like I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, with my boy DJ Kanza. Like, yo, he's another dope producer, man. He's with Def Squad and all them. But yeah, man, I went out there, bro, and I could not believe what the fuck was happening, bro. Like, I just couldn't believe, you know what I mean? Like, I had like a 5'2" security guard that looked like a damn pit bull, bro. Like, shit was weird, bro. It's like I didn't understand why. Like, it was just a weird moment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like a flash. It was like a weekend, you know what I mean? So, but I did a show out there, and it was a club, like a venue on the beach, which was real dope, you know what I mean? Like, my girl's Spanish. I still don't know a lot of Spanish, so only person I talked to that day was, DJ Conzer, and I was around, like, a lot of motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. So, but anyway, I'm on stage, right? I'm performing something off of my first album, like, my first full-length. I was performing DWB, and I hopped off stage, bro, and there's a brother that's in the crowd, you know what I mean? He starts to speak Spanish, and I'm like, bro, I don't know what the hell you talking about. Like, I just don't know. And then he starts speaking English, and he goes, bro, I've been watching you, like, since he name dropped like Lost Generation. That's an album I did in New York. I've been watching you since that, and the record that you did with Terminology, and he's like, I'm proud of you, man. And I'm like, how the fuck you know who I am? Like, this is crazy.
That's dope.
But yo,
Gotta
people
feel
were
good.
really like spitting like some of my bars back to me, you know what I mean? And I think it's because Conzer was spinning some of my records in the club, you know what I mean? Or whatever he was doing, but it was kind of bugged out, bro. Like, I was kind of freaked out. And then, I flew back, 2 days later, I flew back to the States, and, I was working at a desk job again, a regular motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like, it was just weird, man, getting bitched at by my boss, so.
That is very interesting. Two worlds, yeah.
It's crazy.
Well,
That's got to feel good, though, to get that sort of appreciation from just a complete stranger who's been following your work for all these years.
That's once in a lifetime.
It was weird, bro. I didn't it was surreal. I felt like I was dreaming, bro. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
So what are you guys working on now? What are you looking to release next, or is there anything in the works? You just pushing the new album?
You want to take that, Ghost?
Yeah, man. We're working on Juice Headz, man. That's the next, project we're working. It's done pretty much. All the bars and the verses are together. We just got to get it mixed and mastered. You know what I mean? So we're getting like little pieces, here and there. Like, I gotta resend some stuff. I gotta resend some of my dubs, but it's pretty much done. And you guys will be in for a surprise. Cats that like are following what we do and stuff like that. It won't disappoint. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Easter eggs coming with the project. You know what I mean? Like, not just features, but tangible things that people that copy album could possibly get. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited, man. We got a lot of dope production on there. The bars are out of this freaking world. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing you can count on us for. You know what I mean? Like, the bars.
Of course.
And what we're talking about, and the concept is, a lot of the concept we're carrying is the baseball. So we got a lot of baseball, lines and a lot of
word
sports lines in there. You know what I mean? So
I love that.
Yeah, imagine
we love that.
Crazy.
Baseball and like steroids. Just imagine like the steroid era version of baseball with rap.
Man, I can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, man. And wait till you see the art, you know what I mean, that we got for it. It's crazy. And a lot of the ideas, they all came together like as we were making it. So then we started writing this concept as we were going, and it just came out real good, man. I'm real excited for it.
That's awesome.
It's, like I said, it's way different. You know what I mean? Savageland, it's his own thing. We're working on another Savageland as well. Hopefully this year. But this is its own thing too. So it's like creating whole nother group with a concept. You know what I mean? So it would be Weapon E.S.P, and Ghost of Machine, Juice Headz. You know what I mean? It's a whole project, like concept and theme. So
that's dope.
That's an
awesome. Are you talking about the cover, or are you gonna let them wait, man? I don't know. I'm really excited for this one.
You want to show them?
I don't know. Nah.
I hope that it says legalized steroids. Do we got that somewhere?
Yeah.
It's exciting, man. It's really like it's crazy. I played pro baseball. I don't know if you guys know that. So like,
I know you played baseball. I didn't know you played pro baseball. I know you coach too, right?
Yeah, but I got drafted in 2006, so it was a long time ago.
Okay.
But I played for the Oakland A's organization. And
wow.
And so it's like it hits home. You know what I mean? A lot of this stuff that we're talking about and stuff like that hits home, and it's hip hop, man. It's not baseball, but it's a lot of like this.
A lot of baseball references.
If you know baseball, you'll know the references. You know what I mean? You'll definitely know the references.
Oh, I can't wait. So, yeah. What is it about?
This album's so crazy.
What is it about the steroid era of baseball that like kind of intrigues you or made you want to speak on that?
Webb, it's like the Attitude Era, right? Almost like
in comparison. It's saved baseball. You know what I mean? It's like that saved baseball. Where it's like we're saving
100%.
Like we're saving hip hop. You know what I mean? And also the whole Juice Headz thing is more like we got the juice. You know what I mean? So it's like in our mind, like we have the juice. So it's not only just a steroid. You know what I mean? It's like a metaphor for it.
Right.
because we were just like, we're on such a high after Savageland. We're just like, yo, we got this, man. We're gonna fucking take over. You know what I mean? I mean, every rapper gets that feeling, but this is like, we kind of try to embody it. You know what I mean? So it's yeah, man, we're gonna be dropping some shit real soon. So hopefully the album should be out this month.
Word. Okay.
Yeah, we're looking to get it out this month. I mean, it could get delayed a little bit. You know how that goes. But we didn't give an exact date yet because we really want it to be this month. But we'll see, because we got some interesting promo stuff we're gonna be doing for it too. I think that you guys will get a kick out of it for sure.
Okay.
All right.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, we just did that too. So some funny shit. You know, I mean, we're trying to have more fun with the projects. You know, I don't know if you've seen the videos for Savageland, but like, you know what I mean? It's like not everything has to be so serious. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, I was wearing like a Weapon X mask in like one of the videos and shit like that with like, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking,
hey, still fun though. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Did you happen to see the recent 30 for 30 on the McGuire and Sosa? I think it was 1998, the season where they were chasing the home run title.
I didn't see the 30-30 on that, but you know, actually, I probably did see some of it because I was looking for clips for stuff.
It came out recently. It's really interesting. It's just about that season in '98 where McGuire and Sosa were both chasing Roger Maris's record, and how that season kind of just like turned baseball around, basically.
And then Bonds started getting crazy after that.
And then Bonds was like, oh, I need to start juicing up too because these guys are taking over.
It really did change baseball. And then me playing, I played 2006, so that's soon after. It was not that far after all that. So I dealt with a lot of people that were right around me that were doing steroids all the time, and it was crazy.
Oh yeah.
That was like.
And you were a pitcher, right?
I was a pitcher, yeah, but I was against it.
Yeah, I would assume most pitchers were against it.
You know, I wasn't like ratting dudes out. I was like, yo, like, and he was crazy. I played with this one dude who was like 100. He was like 150 pounds throwing. He's a lefty, 150 pounds throwing like 95, dude. And I'm like, yo, we're sitting in the bullpen. And I'm like, yo, how the fuck do you throw so hard, dude? Like, you're so small. Yeah. And he's like, steroids, dude. Fuck. Yeah. And I'm like,
he's just upfront about it. He's like, oh, I got this. You know, I just stick this needle in my arm. Like, what the fuck?
But he weighed 150 pounds, so he was like mad small. And we're like, yo, how small were you before steroids? And he's like, $120. We're like,
oh,
what?
Wow.
Yo, you were $120, dude. So even like someone that small doing steroids, and like I remember one dude telling me, because he was doing HGH, and he was telling me that with the HGH, that it actually helps your hand-eye coordination. So when he was seeing the baseball come at him, it was like he was seeing a beach ball. So it was like, not only was it helping him with his strength, you know what I mean? When the ball coming at him actually looked way bigger, and it helped.
I didn't know that.
With his hitting.
See, now this is the type of shit that like I was talking to Weapon about, because you know I knew nothing about baseball and I know nothing about steroids. You know what I mean? So I like to know what the hell I'm talking about when I'm writing about it. So we had a lot of these conversations. You know what I mean? He put me onto that. He told me about the dude saying that the baseball looked like a beach ball. You know what I mean? Like, that was crazy. That's kind of all I needed to hear. You know what I mean? About
that is crazy. I've never heard that. I knew steroids made you strong. I thought that's all they did. Like in HGH, like I didn't know it could change your vision.
I think there's a lot of umbrella terms used in that, like, because steroids there's many different types of steroids, and I think some are closer to actual testosterone than others, and it's like
steroids for asthma.
Well, this guy had HGH, and he was telling me that he was like using like a cream, like rubbing a cream on like an HGH cream, and it was
that's for like recovery though, right? I've heard HGH doesn't like buff you up like a steroid. I think
it does.
It does make you bigger, because what it is, it's like a natural hormone that's in our body. It's a human growth hormone. So you're like adding on to that. And I don't know, I can't get too descriptive with like what it's about, but this is what this guy was telling me. I'm just going to take his word for it. I mean, he was.
I think it would definitely affect like your bone density and stuff like that. But I don't know. That's something I would definitely want to look into. That's interesting.
Well, most reason people do steroids because it allows you to recover faster, like you said, and also like be able to keep on lifting. And
that's why Julian Edelman did it. He got caught, but it was just because he was trying to recover from an injury.
You know what? This is I'm in front of a computer. I'm just gonna Google HGH.
Yo, you're that dude. You're that dude. Wait, hold up. Let me get my Google out, son. $5 right now.
I remember Jason Giambi was doing the first time I heard HGH was when Jason Giambi was doing it because it was like the steroid era. Then they were cracking down on steroids, and then all of a sudden HGH became a thing. And it was like, they're not testing for this yet or something.
Oh, and I'm that dude too, bro. Don't worry.
It's all good. Oh no, I don't feel offended.
You think Judge is gonna get called out, or do you think they're gonna try to test him?
I don't think he's on roids. I don't know.
He might just be naturally a massive.
I think he's just a beast. Dude. Like he's 6 foot what? He's like
6'7" or some shit.
Yeah, he's just a monster.
Oh come on, man. Yeah, that's not steroids. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I went to Fenway. I saw the Yankees play the Red Sox probably like 3 years ago or something. It was like 30 degrees outside. It was so cold outside. And Judge hit a home run to dead center field, and I can't even imagine. It must have hurt his hand to hit that ball. It was so cold.
If anyone, I played baseball, not like super competitively, but growing up, I played a lot of baseball. If anyone's played baseball in weather like under 50 degrees, you know how much that shit sucks.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like hitting a baseball in cold weather is the worst, and I can't imagine hitting a home run in cold weather. Like, yeah, that's. Because when the ball hits the bat, your hands just sting. Like they feel like they're gonna fall off.
Definitely.
Like yeah, Aaron Judge he's a different animal. He's hit a home run in like 6 straight games or something.
Is it 6 right now? I know he was at 4. I didn't know he kept on. He's still going.
It was at 5 when he played the Red Sox a couple days ago.
Damn, is he hitting multiple in some games too?
He hit 2 against the Red Sox the other day.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That people don't understand like how crazy that is, though. Even to hit 1 home run is amazing, and like the feeling of hitting a home run is like probably the best feeling ever. Honestly, there's nothing that matches it, in my opinion. Like dunking doesn't compare. Like throwing a touchdown pass, I can't imagine that comparing. I don't know. I just feel like Hold on, my dog's trying to eat this kitten right now.
Don't let him do that.
Chill out.
What's he trying to eat?
We got some kittens over here. We got to get out of the house soon, and my little chihuahua's trying to kill it. It's crazy.
Oh boy. Hey, bad. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Dude, I love how you've had Mike Tyson behind you this whole time, just turning his head and looking at us.
That's Jamie Foxx. That's Mike Tyson. That's Jamie Foxx.
It's my guy, man. I feel bad for Roy Jones, man.
Yeah, sound off in the comments. Is that Mike Tyson or Jamie Foxx playing Mike Tyson?
Or Mike Tyson playing Jamie Foxx.
It's Mike Tyson playing Jamie Foxx, man.
Also that.
I can't recognize Mike Tyson without the eye tattoo.
I don't always see him with glasses either. I don't feel like he.
I don't think I've seen him with glasses either.
That's why his picture's so crazy. Yes.
Mike Tyson's gonna play a Jamie Foxx biopic instead.
Have you guys seen Mike Tyson's podcast?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's pretty good. I like it. He smokes a lot of weed.
His DMT stories are crazy, dog. I'm like,
his what?
Oh, his DMT stories. I'm like,
I
don't even know if I want to try that shit.
I wouldn't trust that. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't know if I want to try that either.
Yo, I was saying he's about to have a flashback or something during this fight, man. He's gonna like have like some acid flashback and like some crazy stuff. He's just gonna get knocked out.
Dude, yeah, he used to get like hypnotized before fights, and they'd like tell him like you're ferocious, you're a beast, you're unstoppable, you're an animal, and like he'd just be like, I'm an animal. Yeah, they like hypnotized him before.
I heard about that too. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Weapon, we should get hypnotized before shows, bro.
Yeah,
there you go.
That'd be crazy.
They will catch you when you crowd surf. They will catch you. Crowd surf. They will catch you.
Oh wait, so actually ESP does that stand for extra senses perception or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, is that?
But that's going with extra sensory perception.
Yeah. That's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're the one who can command the crowd. You got this.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I try.
Where did Ghost of the Machine come from?
It's a really boring and morbid name. My first rap name was Garbage, so I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay.
But, somebody's like, yo, you should change your name, right? And I really thought about it, right? So I was like, yo, like, when I'm not here anymore, right? Bless you, baby. the only way I can stick around is through music. Like I feel like you're immortalized through art. You feel me? So the machine is the music. You know what I mean? And one day I'll be its ghost. You feel me? So it's ghost of the machine.
Yo, you know what's funny
That's
about
pretty
that?
dope.
I always thought your name meant something different, man. I always thought like you meant like you were like the machine was like the government. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. And I thought you were saying you were ghost of that. Like you were like away from it. Like you were like ghost of the machine. Like, you know what I mean? Like
It's all that. It's kind of like the intelligence behind the movement. You know what I'm saying? Or like, yeah, separate from. You know what I mean? Like the Geppetto. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the concept. You know what I mean? From the shadows. You feel me? Like I don't know. It's weird, but it could work that way too.
Word, I like that. So we'll let you guys go. It's been an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's been a good episode.
no doubt, man. No doubt.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys coming on. Definitely. We'll get you guys on again. We'll do some food reviews. Some
Oh, absolutely. You'll have some new work that probably will have come out by then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to this new project, man. I can't wait. Just hearing you guys talk about it, the baseball references. You know we love sports, so we're definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for you guys to hear that for real. Definitely after you hear it, give us some feedback. You know what I mean? Let us know what you think.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, keep it a buff, man. I know you guys will. Appreciate you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, man. Thank you for coming on.
Videos. Stay tuned for the promo videos for sure, man.
We'll be looking out for those.
I'm big
for sure.
on promo videos. I want them. I want
Yes.
more of them.
They're
Send me
crazy.
the bloopers too. I'll just take them.
Oh, there's
there's
gonna
be a lot of those.
Oh, word.
We got some funny bloopers, man. We just did some like, you know what I mean? Just random shit, man. And it came out good.
Real
Nice.
random.
Improv stuff, you know?
That usually comes out best, I find. That's just like when everyone's having fun. It's the best.
Hell yeah.
Keeping it loose.
I just
All
hope
right,
everyone
guys.
thinks it's as funny as what we thought. We thought it was hilarious, but we'll see if
Yeah,
everyone.
just like had to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty good.
Sounds good. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Honestly, you guys, we're looking forward to everything.
Yeah, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
All right, yo.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.